Hey guys, it's LOZA. Today we're looking in the DM Discord. We have Matchy96 who actually has done very well with the Dark Magician deck. They were 3-0 in a case tournament and there was one more round until top cut. They managed to get into the top 8 and they said, of course, DM best deck. So let's get right into their list and the matchups they had to play. So 4-0 after Swiss, which is absolutely incredible, so props to Matchy96, and a very different build than what I normally play, so I thought it'd be a good reason to showcase the build, because I know a lot of what I show is very ref heavy. Alright, we're going to skip straight to the deck list, because that's what you're all here for. We'll talk about the matchups afterwards, however. So 4-0 in Swiss, we've got 2 Dark Magician, we've got triple Illusion of Chaos, then we've got our triple Magician Souls, double Magician's Rod, 3 Magnamut or Pizza Hut, 3 Druis Worm, 2 Sayoneer, 1 Lubellion, and 1 Volant of Albaz, because we do have the branded fusion package, which is just going to be 3 branded fusion here with the 1 Albaz. Then we've got Chaos Space at 3, Triple Tactics Talents also at 3, the branded Regard, I forget which one this is, but it's the continuous spell that you get along with the continuous trap, which is the whole Lubellion combo. If you're unfamiliar with that, I don't know, go find a vid on it. 3 Allure of Darkness, which makes sense in this build. Soul Servant, actually I've been on Allure of Darkness lately, but anyway, Soul Servant at 3, Secrets at 1, Circle at 1, Eternal Soul at 1, and I love those DM card ratios, because you know those cards are just not great on their own, so having them at 1 is actually perfect. Another thing I want to talk about is Chaos Space here. Chaos Space, I'm pretty sure, is able to get you Lubellion off any Dark, and I'm pretty sure it can get you to Illusion of Chaos off Lubellion, so that's really cool. Now, with the whole deck being dark as well, of course, Allure of Darkness is very much online. And being a branded fusion build, you've got the Albion and the Lubellion, which are able to either fuse and banish stuff or shuffle stuff back in the deck to fuse from the banished grave. So just being able to recycle resources and like go through the deck with Allure is actually really big. I'm surprised at how simple and pure this deck is. Like, this just looks like a nice list. You look at it, there's not really too many crazy things. It's just good cards deck, and you do love to see that. Now, some of you are probably wondering why triple Illusion of Chaos and no prep. Well, I think because of the Chaos Space synergy, as well as the Allure of Darkness, I think it might actually be okay to just go with the Illusion of Chaoses at 3, though I do kind of prefer playing like a prep or 2 along with 2 Illusion of Chaos. Matt and I have spoken about that ratio a lot, where it's 3 prep, 2 Illusion of Chaos, but there's a lot of space in this deck, and I'm guessing they wanted to stick to 40. It's weird to not see Upstart in a DM list, so I would say cut 1 Triple Tactics for an Upstart, but hey, maybe that's cap. Anyway, there's already like lots of consistency cards in here, so I would say cutting 1 Triple Tactics for an Upstart is probably okay. It just synergizes with Soul Servant and Circle so much, but I suppose what you really want to do here is set up the branded, the Lubellion combo, which does get summoned off your branded fusion. One of the best things you can do with this deck is actually circle, see the branded fusion, and then drop that alert just to go grab it. That stuff's really nice, but I would still say circle at 1 is absolutely fine. So the extra deck, we've got double Dragoon, 1 Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, the Dark Magicians at 1, double Lubellion, then we've got 1 Albion, 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Elder Entity Natis. What do we send off? I'm not sure. Oh, there's Artemis Slay in the side deck. That makes sense. Then we've got 1 Wallow, which is made off 2 level 6s. We've got the Herald, which you can send, once again, off the Artemis. We've got the Artemis to recycle Rod. Beautiful, you love to see it. With the Dark Selene access code. Beautiful Link package. Only thing I would suggest is Link Spider or I'm Doc. But I mean, maybe there wasn't that much DM looping happening because of the format, right? The format is you go Eternal Soul target DM, or you don't target DM, you just say Eternal Soul summon DM. Our opponent normally is going to chain a Bestial or an Ishizu card. So maybe they just didn't feel the need to play the cards that recycle DM. And of course, you can also make Dark with DM and something else. But I do like having that Link 1 just to cycle DM on and off the field. But I would say the extra decks are looking pretty tight. Maybe you could cut the Herald for it. I'm not sure how often the Herald would come up with Artemis Slay, but I've never played the card myself, so I might be talking out of my ass here. Let's look at the side deck, because this is relevant to how you win in the current format. Necro Valley and Zombie World are absolutely amazing. Necro Valley will just win you the Tirashizu matchup, while Zombie World will win you that Bird matchup. Very, very easy. Not to mention Village. There's a bunch of decks where Village will just win you the game as well. So really got a toolbox of field spells here. The 1 Terraforming, but I'm surprised to not see Magician Salvation in the main with set rotation in the side. That, to me, would have kind of worked really well. And I guess you could just once again, go down on, say, Sayonir or Triple Tactics or Allure, even just for one salvation. I know that card's not great, but I think it would help synergize for the set rotation garbage that you could do in the side deck. But once again, someone else's take on the deck, so it's always good to see. Arteme Slay is Ultimate Slayer. I keep calling it Arteme Slay because that's what it was when it was translated. This card is interesting. I don't know if I'd ever play it. It does out Dragoon, by the way. They can send the Borrelend 5 Link 5 Dragon. I think it just outs your Dragoon, which is rough. But yeah, no one's really doing that, so hell yeah. 2 Gozen in the side. I do like the Gozen because obviously some matchups you just flip this and you just win. I would say maybe played at 3. There's a lot of 2-ofs, but it's field spells and terraforming, so there's 3. There's 3. Let's be real. You can afford to play these at 2 and you got the terraforming. I would just say play the set rotation as well, because in some matchups you can go, like against birds, you can go village and zombie world and win. Or you can go maybe against tier. But actually, against tier, you kind of can only go Necro Valley. But if you play the Salvation, then you've got that. You could play a Village too if it's game 3 and you think they've sided in like Droplets, Triple Tactics, all those things, Super Poly, that stuff that beats Dragoon. You could always play Village into tier Shizu. I think it's okay. It just doesn't stop any of their main deck stuff. It stops the stuff they're siding in, the techs and stuff. But yeah, Necro Valley is definitely just going to turn off all their engine though. That's really big. So obviously, massive props to Matchy96. This is an amazing list. Let's talk about the matchups. So 4-0 after Swiss. I just couldn't pull through in top cut. I lost in the quarterfinals after point calculation. Finished 5th out of 31 people. That's really good. They're gutted about it, but I think they've done amazingly well. So the matchups was Pile Deck, which was a tier variant. Then they had Goatee, which I believe is that fish ghost deck. I don't really know. Round 3 was Dinosaurs, which is actually a very aggressive main deck kind of... It reminds me of DM in an aspect because it's like old school like main deck boss monsters, except, you know, their boss monster's not a vanilla, so that sucks. Tirishizu being the 4th matchup. Top 8, I don't know what to call it. It was a water pile deck, crazy good pilot. So I'm guessing this is the water pile deck. I'm guessing that's to do with the nimble cards in regards to tier, like mixed with tier and stuff like that. I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing it's that. Top 8, game 1, I went first and bricked hard, opening Soul Servant, TTT, Soul Servant, Sayonir. Oh, that is... Jesus. That is rough. Imagine taking first and that's your hand. Holy crap. Game 2 was a massacre. No further details, but I guess just Dragoon win game? Question mark. Game 3, he went first set up board. He had the out, but didn't play it well, cost him the Tawny Eye. You hate to see that. You hate to see that. Overall, the deck performed exceptionally well. I bricked game 1, which cost me top 8. Yep, that is such a bad hand. I'm a harsh critique. I truly don't know what I would want to change. I think the deck is the best DM deck for this format. I truly wouldn't change a single thing. He's super impressed with the performance and all the help in the Discord. Well, thank you, and thank you for this amazing list. I've already kind of talked about some changes you could make, but once again, that's just my opinion. I do think you would do nicely with Salvation. You don't want to side it, though. That'd be such a waste of a side slot. So if you could slip Salvation into the main, I think that would be worth it, and perhaps cut on a Tactics. I know it's really good going second, and this deck lacks going second, though, so maybe I'm absolutely capping on that aspect. In that case, maybe saying here, it's definitely the worst of the Bestials, and you normally are just going to search and send it anyway if you want to do the whole setup. I don't know. It does help with the whole Lubellian junk stuff, I guess. It's tough, because then it just comes back to cutting on Allures. But you know what? Illusion of Chaos at 3, you could probably afford to play Illusion of Chaos at 2. I know it's searchable of Chaos Space too, so it's just like, may as well play Illusion of Chaos at 2 IMO and cut it just for another slot. Upstart's fine as well. Salvation, like, they're really good cards in DM. Well, Salvation is when you're playing this like toolbox field spell on the side with set rotation, right? I would definitely invest in that. I don't know if Arteme slays the play. Can anyone confirm how good this is? Because I have never really played it. I'm more of just a like Dogmatic a Punishment fan, and like, I don't know. Sending from Extract to Grave this format seems a bit sus to me, but maybe... Like, I'm not playing the Deer this format because it's a weird format for it, but, you know, by that logic, I shouldn't play Magician Souls, but it's part of our core. But anyway, maybe you could cut these. I don't know how important they are for your strategy and how you do it. Obviously, you could send Albion and then you're able to search Brain of Fusion, which is big. It's cool. But I don't know. I feel like you could spend that slot on more side cards, but that's just me. It's an amazing deck, however, and I'm really happy with the result. I think everyone in the DM community is super impressed. The Discord was popping off with love, so I really love that these kind of results are coming to my attention and the Discord's attention, and we can just appreciate them all together. So thank you to Matchy96, and thank you for letting me make a video on it too. I hope to see many more results from you. And if you do change the list, please make a video on it. I'm sure we'd all love to see it. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.